Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what's something you do in a hotel room you'd never do at home? Use that white hand towel as a bath mat. I make a trail of towels from the door to the shower if I'm anywhere near a beach. I don't like tracking sand everywhere. Also, the carpet is filthy. It is coarse, rough and gets everywhere. Check the sheets for bugs. The absolute first thing I do is leave my luggage at the door and check under the fitted sheets for bed bugs. I had a former co-worker bring them home from a hotel, cost him a fortune to get rid of them. Under the fitted sheets. I'm not well versed in checking for bed bugs, but should you actually strip the entire bed to check? I don't typically steal my own soap. I have a travel kit that has like a dozen different soaps and mini shampoos in it from hotels over the past decade. I never actually use them because every time I go somewhere they have stuff there, which I also steal. The cost of the soaps are included in your rate. So technically when you check out, you're paying for them. Many homeless shelters accept donations of travel toiletries. Edit, thanks for the award. Use all the towels. Makes sense. They're all washed after your stay anyway, so why not use them all? I can back up you /selfish ferry on this one. I've worked housekeeping in 4 hotels and you only replace the towels that were removed from the rack. This may be different in very high-class hotels, but I kinda doubt it. You're wiping your face with a washcloth that was hanging in the bathroom while the last 4 guests took huge shits in there. The comforter is also only washed if it's obviously soiled, or once a year if they actually keep up on it. Tolerate a bunch of loud strangers galloping down the halls at 3 a.m. Awful to deal with at home, especially if you live alone. When you hear kids running down the hall but you live alone. I shouldn't read this thread. I'm a hotel manager. What are some horror stories from bad clients you've encountered? /r/tales from the front desk. There are a bunch. I've had a few different people with schizophrenia stay that do some crazy things. These include ripping cables out of the wall and claiming people are outside their 4th floor window staring at them. I've had all sorts of drugs and drug-related items left in the rooms. I've had a regular guest leave a cock ring and ask me to hang on to it until he returns. So much fun stuff. Fuck my wife. If I had an award I'd give it to you. If I had a wife I'd give it to you. Leave dirty towels on the floor. Don't make the bed. Take forever in the shower. Never take out the trash. You know, hooligan shit. Wipe the spots off of the mirror. Don't leave my keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore. Walk around naked and leave the TV on in the background. I don't have cable at home. I always leave the TV on too. I guess that's why. No cable at home for years now. I always leave the TV on for my cat. I work nights, and occasionally have to stay out overlong. So I leave the TV playing so tea isn't left in silence. Eat in bed. Yup, especially if I have 2 queen beds, one for eating, one for sleeping. So luxurious. Also, stack all the pillows around me like a fort for sleeping. Never thought of eating on the sex bed. Whoosh. Jump on the bed. I am 40 years old and I launch myself onto every bed at every hotel room I stay at. When he walked into his first hotel room, I told my 3-year-old the first rule of hotels is, you are allowed to jump on the bed. One of the brightest smiles I've ever seen. I tell my 2 boys that they can jump on the beds for 10 minutes and that's it. I start the timer on my phone and watch them go crazy. I even encourage them to keep going if they're getting tired before the alarm sounds. It gets it out of their system and tires them out before we go to the pool. My mom told me the exact same thing once. 30 seconds later I broke the light hanging from the ceiling with my head. I was not allowed to jump on the beds anymore. I was looking for this one. It's the best feeling. Dude, I'm 51 and I do that. Granted, it's followed by a quick inventory to see what muscle I probably just pulled and then of course a nap. But still. Tolerate sleeping in a bed where I know hundreds of men have ejaculated in. You take after your mom. Take 50 to 70 minimum hot showers. I'll just chill in there. It's the absolute best. If I don't leave the shower with silky smooth legs and pruny fingers, I didn't do it right. They have surprisingly high water volume, feels too good man. Watch TV. I don't have cable at home, so sometimes I'll flip on Cartoon Network and just watch it the whole time while doing other stuff. Edit. Holy shit, I'm delighted so many people relate. Go right to the Forensic Files station. Forensic Files, and that awesome Treehouse show. Turn the account all the way up. I'm not doing that shit at home cause I pay the bills. It's all about cranking up the account and using a blanket to sleep in the middle of summer. Something I'll never do at home. Now that I've had a few job upgrades and made it to my 30s, I set my account to 68. Fuck it. I've earned it. Eat pizza in bed naked while watching cable TV. LPT, when traveling solo, always pick a room with 2 beds. That way you have an eating bed and a sleeping bed. It's the closest we'll get to royalty, folks. Enjoy the view of a foreign downtown skyline. Crank up the account and check my view are the first things I do when I set my luggage down. Actually sleep. I do like hotels, but there hardly is a place at which I sleep worse somehow. I've read that the human body takes a night or two to trust a new location and allow you as deep of a sleep as at home. So if you often change hotels every few nights or go on short trips, this can happen. Apparently people who travel a lot will often stay at the same hotel and request the same room type every time, so this doesn't affect them. Likely your mileage may vary thing. Inspect the sheets thoroughly. Throw my towels on the floor without fear of reprisal. Right, get out with a thin layer of soap on the mirror in the bathroom, so when the next person uses the shower and it fogs up they think there's a poltergeist in there with them. I like this. I think I'd go with not alone. Looking good. We know what you did. Help me. Edit, written backwards. Not me but guests when I worked the front desk at an extended stay hotel. I've seen a hotel room quite literally trashed. There was trash all over that room, the floor was covered, somehow it was hanging on walls, etc. The manager wanted us to see how bad it was, so we walked over to the room. The looks on the faces of the housekeepers having to clean it were total and utter despair. I'll never forget them. So yeah, maybe don't be a dick in your hotel room, because ultimately it's highly underpaid housekeepers, who tend to be the sweetest ladies by the way, have to clean up after you. Just a thought. I used to be a stewardess on a cheap cruise ship, a cleaning job, mostly. Sometimes we would have guests who came on board mainly to binge drink the cheap alcohol we sell in the tax-free shop and just get weird and wasted. When on cabin cleaning duty I had a list of rooms to clean and another list where I was supposed to just change the towels, take out the trash and otherwise freshen up their cabins. One cabin on the tidy up list was wrecked. Absolutely disgusting. There was beer and soda cans everywhere, food leftovers on the floor and table, used snuff everywhere, very popular tobacco product in Scandinavia, and there were sticky pools of beer and soda on the carpet floor, the walls and even the fucking ceiling. The bathroom was covered in hair and vomit. I had to call my manager, who took out all their luggage, kicked the guests off the ship with a fine. Took me forever to clean. Remember, it was on the tidy up list, so it was only supposed to take a couple of minutes. Although this was my worst experience with a guest cabin, it was in no way an uncommon experience to see cabins literally trashed like that. Of course, I also had lovely guests who made my job a great place to be. But yeah, I agree, please be nice to the staff. Edit, wow, thanks for the award. I'm new to Reddit, so this almost made me cry, lol, I need a hobby apparently. Look for hidden cameras. Check the peephole to make sure it hasn't been reversed. Check the sheets closely. Ever find a camera? Luckily no. Did find $400 in a Bible once though, just paranoid as a woman who travels alone. I've heard too many horror stories. Especially about the peepholes being flipped around. Worry that someone peed in. The coffee maker. The iron. The bed. The refrigerator. I have trust issues. Maybe nobody peed in it, but the coffee maker is universally disgusting. Try running just regular water through it once before brewing coffee. I usually find it buffs out a lot of dust, dead bug parts, other particulate fuss stuff. That's flavoring. Take baths. I don't have a bathtub at home. First and only time my mum used a bath bomb was when we were in a hotel, because we've never had a tub deep enough to do it. She loved it. go around naked and use towels as carpets. As a former housekeeper at a resort hotel, I'm dying inside at some of you savages. Absolutely. As a current housekeeper, some of these comments drive me insane. Is wiping your cock on the curtains up there? Seen a few of those in here. I used to stay at a downtown Four Seasons hotel 60 to 80 days per year, for work. Every day, like a ritual, I would collect the high-end soaps, lotion, Q-tips, sewing kit, and unused shampoo and conditioner. By the end of the stay, I would have a huge box of high-end LXIT toiletries, which I would donate to the local women's shelter. So you're Robin Hood. Ah, just Robin the Four Seasons.